What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is freezing in Amarillo, Texas. This dang weather is bipolar, but we got some cool parts in for the Mustang. Update, the Mustang has not moved, but I promise you very, very soon. Look at what we got in. As you guys probably saw in the beginning clip, the roll cage has come in. So this roll cage is actually from SNW Race Cars, and this is a chromoly roll cage. So in total, it only weighs about 70 pounds. We got to add some plates and gussets, things like that. So it might end up being more, but it is chromoly, so it's a lot lighter. It is an 850 certed cage. We'll have to obviously get it certified once the cage is welded in. We'll go get it certified. But this is what I would call kind of like your do-it-yourself kit. It takes out a lot of the guesswork. So the problem is, Joe and I had originally talked about doing our own cage. However, we don't have a pipe bender, but our buddy Brant does have one, so we could have borrowed that one. But with time, it takes a lot of time to make a roll cage from scratch. So you're talking about buying big, large pieces of chromoly, getting them cut down to size, and then, as you can see, doing lots of bends to get the roll cage to actually fit in the car. So like this is the top hoop that will go up against the ceiling, and then that one is the back bar. And that's probably what takes the longest, honestly, is cutting and fitting and bending all the bars for the actual roll cage. So this is kind of like a do-it-yourselfer kit where you take it home, it's already cut, everything, almost everything's notched. Not all the bars are notched because of fitment, but pretty much you could just get it in there, check the fitment, probably have to cut a couple things, trim a few things, but pretty much it's ready to weld in. So that's why I went with the S&W Race Cars. There's a lot of other brands you could go with that are either already perfectly set up. The fitment on these is pretty good, actually. They're obviously not as good as some of the other kits, but the fitment on this is actually pretty good. I've seen a lot of pictures of it installed. It's a good 850 cage. You can get it with removable bars if you want that for the doors. I didn't get that, however. But yeah, this is like a good do-it-yourself cage if you know how to weld. And so yeah, Joe's gonna end up welding this in. Obviously, we might have to make a few changes based off fitment issues. But everything should go together pretty decently. The problem with doing a cage is we're gonna have to get the front windshield pulled and then the rear windshield pulled. So I think the plan is, as of now, if the motor, as long as the motor gets here this week, I'm gonna put the motor back in here. I'm gonna install everything: radiator, intake manifold, alternator, starter, headers come in, pretty much everything that I have back into the car, and then we'll get it trailered over to Joe's. We will do the turbo kit first, get that knocked out because it shouldn't take too long, and then at that point we'll actually start the roll cage, and then I can actually bring everything else over and finish the car up. So that's kind of the plan. Just wanted to update you guys because I did actually get the roll cage in. Parts are starting to finally show up, but I'll see you guys over at Joe's later today. Alright guys, we are back at Joe's. So as you guys saw, we welded in these tabs last night for the carbon sheet. I actually just made a little template for this front one. We're going to close off that one, this one, and the bottom one. So when Joe gets back, he's cutting some carbon fiber. But we're going to make some tabs like this. We're going to get those tacked. Probably going to do 4 on this bottom one and maybe 2 or 3 in that one. And then this whole side will completely be covered in carbon. And then he can actually start the wiring using the Maven products. But these are, I don't know if I showed you guys these, but these were the 2 bars I was talking about that he had to cut out of the cage, and then he actually had to remake these and then weld them back in. And he does have some more carbon fiber that he's gonna cover this back up with. Where is he at? Yeah.
Safety first! This is dangerous material! Safety first!
Oh man, so there's the sheet of carbon he cut. Actually cut some really clean lines.
Oh dang!
Look at that.
Look at that, buddy!
That's nice. Don't worry guys, this is like the plastic cover, it's just all dusty.
Oh, that's how it's gonna look.
Is that custom?
Yeah.
Oh man.
How's it look?
That looks good.
Snug fit.
That is pretty snug. So that's gonna house all the wiring right there. I can't take you serious with that thing on.
I can't take you serious after today.
No, I trolled Joe today. He's upset. He'll get over it.
Look at that, Dave. That's Promon stuff.
Cut here. of truth.
The moment of truth.
I drilled these, so if it's off, it's my fault.
Oh, great, David.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Look at that.
Look at that. Woo! That is some street car shit. That looks pretty cool. You got the bolts?
I got one.
That's good. One will do.
One will do.
That's cool. So you're gonna put a nut on the backside, or?
Yeah.
Look at that. Doesn't look bad at all.
Turned out pretty good.
That looks pretty good.
For our first time doing it.
First time, not too bad.
Good job, Dave.
Woo! Look at that. All carbon fiber. Real carbon fiber. So Joe's got to take this off and then he'll paint it all, but we wanted to see what it looked like mounted up. But look at the cuts. Damn. All hand cut by Joe. So if you had to cut carbon fiber, Joe, how would you do it?
So, well, I don't have it, but I have a cutoff wheel for this guy. And yeah, it's just like I rest my hand on the carbon, so my fingers are it, and I just like that.
So it's like really slow?
Yeah. It just, yeah, not a lot of pressure, just nice, easy, smooth, and just let it go.
Just like that.
And what's nice is you can sand it a little bit. You just gotta watch which direction you're going, so you don't want to be coming up on the face, you want to go down on the face. If you come up on the face, it'll splinter it. So if you come down on the face, you can sand it.
Get the edges smooth.
Yeah, fine edge, because I had to sand some of these to trim the corners and stuff, but
Dude, that looks so sick. Yeah, when that's all painted, it's gonna look killer.
so imagine all painted and then put a bunch of electronics all on it.
Yes. So where'd you get the carbon fiber from?
I actually bought that from Tim McAmis. Their chassis shop. I don't even know where they're located at, but they sell a lot of this stuff. I bought my rear piece from them as well. It's thin. This stuff is 1/8 inch thick, so it's actually made for mounting electronics. So it'll
So it can
hold some
the weight.
Yeah, it'll hold a lot of weight.
Yeah, is there an actual weight limit, or you just?
I haven't heard of one, but it says right on their website this was made for mounting electronics too.
Perfect. So there you go. The hardest part was making the tabs, I think.
Yeah. The tabs, we're not chassis guys, so I'm sure chassis guys are like, oh, I got this little jig that holds it.
That holds it, yeah.
We don't, like, Dave's holding it, I'm trying to tack it, and then we're trying to adjust it.
I've got shaky hands.
I mean, it turned out really good. They all look consistent. Like, I'm happy with it, but it wasn't quick.
Yeah, so you guys can see what all the tabs look like. It actually looks pretty good from back here.
Yeah, it turned out good. We struggled a little bit. There's no lie. Like, it was our first time ever doing this too. So if you look at this as our first time, I think we knocked it out of the park.
It's pretty good.
Like, I've never done this.
So next, pull it off, paint it, and then you're gonna start wiring, right?
Yeah, I won't paint it until, because I'm going to be in here working, so I'm going to scratch it
up, yeah.
So I'll probably know tomorrow night we're mounting electronics.
Oh man, that's making a big leap right there.
Yeah, we're going to do electronics and start, routing stuff up. God, that looks sick. So keep in mind, that stuff is not cheap. Like, that's a lot of money in carbon fiber.
I thought you were gonna say that's not race car. That is very street cars, guys.
Well, and see, the whole purpose is so when the passenger is riding in here with me, their feet aren't hitting any electronics. All the electronics are safe
in the
on
Trans
other
Am, my
side.
feet, they were always right by the
They were
electronics.
always right by all the electronics. And
So you'd be more worried about someone kicking it up there versus
and like
right
when
here on the
your
outside.
feet are here, there's not going to be electronics up here. It's all going to be on this.
Yeah, so where do the wires go if the electronics are right here?
So I'm going to mount the Holly like this, so all the wires will come on this side and they'll go down, and then they'll be tucked in between the carbon and this side.
Nice.
And they'll be all loomed like there's a good spot right there. So they'll just all go straight up. Yeah.
Easy as pie.
Yeah, right? Or maybe I'll just zip time right up there.
So yeah, I mean, that's a huge leap now that we got that done.
That was time consuming.
It's just one of those things.
It's just one of those things. It turned out so good.
So we're going to sit here and admire it, but yeah, if you guys want to get some carbon fiber, Tim McAmis, race cars, they sell them in like big sheets.
Actually, Tim McAmis street cars.
Oh, sorry.
It's Tim McAmis Pro Mods.
But they sell like huge sheets, right? Like
No, so this stuff they sell. It's a 3 foot by 3 foot panel, but the thin stuff. I'll have to show you. But the thin stuff they sell it by the square foot.
Oh,
so
shit.
you can actually get a 4 by each sheet delivered to your door. And I bought It's 3 feet by 4 feet is what I bought, and that stuff's pretty cheap because it's thin.
Thinner, yeah.
It's not too bad. This stuff,
it's a little more
pricey.
And then you can get it finished on both sides.
Yeah,
right?
you can get it. It's yeah.
It's double the price?
It's not double that. It's 50%. So this piece I think was $350. So it's another $175 to have the backside finish. Yeah.
But it doesn't look bad on the other side.
No, it doesn't.
Once it's all cleaned up, but yeah. So there you guys can get a good look at the tabs, how it's all mounted.
I was just thinking. I'll just talk about it on camera. If we were smart, we would have. And granted, I may not be able to see this real well. Let me shine a light on it. If we were smart, we probably would have tried to match the direction. Like this one's going this way, this one's going this way.
Oh, the weave.
Yeah. Like they're all different directions.
And cut here. You won't notice.
I want to talk about, like, I see that now. If I was to do this the second time, I'd probably try to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it when I was cutting it. I was just mapping it out on my sheet, trying to go perfect. I don't know if I could have done all this on one sheet if I did that, though.
Yeah, because you'd have to turn it, yeah.
Which then it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But it's just something I'm thinking about, you know, being honest with the fans.
Yeah, if you're of, like, true OCD.
Are they fans or are they just watchers?
Family. They're part of the...
Family?
Yeah.
Maybe they're fans of the Coyote. I don't know if they're fans of this car.
Well, no one knows what it's getting, so, you know.
Yeah, it could be getting the Coyote.
It could. It's still a possibility at this point. Anything's a possibility at this point. So, yeah, carbon fiber looks super good. Can't wait to see the wiring.
Shout out Dave for the help.
Yeah. We had to hit him with the hammer a couple times.
There's a reason the big sledgehammer was out.
I put that away so they wouldn't see that. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that video on the carbon fiber panels on Joe's car. Also, the roll cage update. Parts are starting to show up. I wanted to show you some carbon pieces that I actually did on my Mustang. As you guys know, I removed like the HVAC and the AC. Actually, I removed the AC a long time ago because with the kit that we were using, we used CG Fab headers and then we made the rest of the kit. We actually couldn't use the AC line, which the AC only drops like 20 to 30 pounds, but I knew I was never gonna actually use the AC, so that's why I took it out a long time ago. However, you could remake the AC line if you guys wanna use CG Fab manifolds, but now that I have the car pretty much torn apart to put the cage back in, and then we'll put the interior back in, I did actually pull the whole entire HVAC system out, which left these two holes exposed here, and this one's massive. So I bought some carbon fiber bits. See if we can, there we go, focus on that, and pretty much covered those holes up. So I think those actually look really good. But yeah, so I kind of did the same thing as Joe. I took some carbon fiber, cut them out, did some seam sealer on the back of those because, like I said, if there's a fire in here, obviously you don't want it going into the engine bay. So I did want to cover those holes up. I've got some other small holes I actually do need to cover up as well. So we'll cover those up, but just kind of idea if you guys want to get some carbon fiber bits and cut them to cover some stuff up. But huge updates coming on Sunday, hopefully with more parts showing up. And then next week, even more stuff is showing up for the Mustang. Hopefully we are actually starting on the build for the Mustang next week. So hit that subscribe button, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I will see you guys on the next one.